Hello, hello, this is Rod, Live Within Your Means. And, we've got a swamp cooler on the roof. There is the quarter-inch line that's going to it. And I've got this hose going down here and just doing something temporary so that people can see how to make an inexpensive swamp cooler without having to spend the many hundreds of dollars. And maybe you're in an apartment. What I've done here is I bought a faucet that has this connection on it, and you can buy these connections. They don't cost a whole lot. I think this was about $7.50. I don't remember what the faucet was. Maybe it was 12 bucks, something like that. And I bought some quarter-inch line, and I've just got this hooked onto the hose right now. I've got this quarter-inch line going up around the rain gutter and across over to our bedroom window. And on our bedroom window, what I've done, because we may not always have things that work and, like power. So what I've done is I've got this line going up here, and there is a compression fitting up there. That cost about $2, $2.50. And then what I've got it going to, you'll notice that this line right here, I bought 50 feet of some soaker line. It's 1/8-inch soaker line, and I connected it right there with just a fitting. It's not even a fitting, it's a barbed, I think it's called a barbed connection. Those only cost, they don't cost very much at all. There you can get a package of them for a couple of dollars, a whole package with dozens of them in it. I don't know how many. But then I've got about 3 feet of this soaker, 1-inch soaker line on here, and then I've got a goof plug in the end, and those are also just pennies a piece. I don't remember exactly how much they are. Maybe they're a couple of dimes, but got a package of those for a couple of dollars. And like I said, I don't remember the exact cost, but for way less than $50, what I've done is I've also bought about $4 worth of burlap. This burlap I've got hooked on with really fine wire, and that fine wire, you can get a roll of that at the dollar store at Dollar Tree for $1. And I went around the frame and connected the burlap just outside the screen, on the screen, and then I put the screen back in. So I've got that burlap hanging down on the outside of the screen, and I've got water going to that now, and what that does is it creates the same effect as a swamp cooler. So you can see the water dripping down here, and what I've done is I've cut this burlap the same width as the screen. So I've just got a little bit dripping on here. I've got this compression fitting on here because I've got the quarter-inch line going to the place so that I can disconnect this, where it's connected with that barbed fitting to the almost 3 feet of quarter-inch soaker line, and that's tied on the outside of the screen frame on the top so that this burlap gets soaked, and it is soaked, and then the air goes through it. Now, if you don't, I have a fan on the inside of this that costs like 30 bucks, 35 bucks to be able to blow air in. And so it works basically like a swamp cooler, but the whole thing costs less than about $70, I guess, everything, to blow that in. And I could add other connections to it and put this burlap. I could actually put the burlap in place of the screen quite easily. And maybe I'll show you how to do that, maybe not. But the point is to have water running and making a screen wet, or should I say burlap on the outside of a screen wet, so that if we didn't have power, there'd be a way to help cool the air before it goes into the house. So this is something the pioneers back before electricity, they used to hang burlap in their windows, and they'd make it wet, hang it up to help cool things off in the house. We've got screens. Most people have screens, or at least frames for screens on their windows. Now I've got a little bit more water than I need. As you can see, there's a little bit of extra water dripping from the burlap here. And I can cut that up, and I can even double this burlap up, which I might do, and just use some safety pins to double the burlap on the bottom part of this, because this burlap is about 40 inches wide. So you can see I've got about an extra 8 to 10 inches beyond the bottom of the screen. See, I've got the screen right behind this. Try to show that. And because I want to have a way to keep our living space cooler if the power were to go out. And so we have a swamp cooler on the roof, an evaporative cooler on the roof out here in the west. That works great. But what if we didn't have that power? Hopefully, and I would highly recommend that you check with your city, because my city, I'm wondering if the water is going to continue to flow if the power grid were to be, well, hacked into and shut down. So I highly recommend that you do something, and don't wait. That would be foolish. Spend a little bit of money to get these things so that you can set something up to keep your screens wet, or have something that will keep things cooler, the air cooler, as it goes into your place. This is Rod. Live within your means. Have a wonderful day.